Excuse me? I hope I haven't let you wait here too long. My name is Dr. Somnus, okay? And you signed up for my little experiment, correct? Excellent, 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 excellent. I really do appreciate you being so punctual, because it really does help me complete my work so much more quickly. Now, before we begin the experiment, I just want to do a quick examination right here, okay? So in front of your eyes, I'm going to hold up my fingertip, and I'm going to move it back and forth, okay? First to the left, follow it with your eyes. That's it, very good. And now to the right. Keep on following it with your eyes. Very good. I'm going to move it back and forth now. Left, and then to the right, right, and then to the left, as I pass my finger back and forth. Right as it reaches the center of your field of view, blink your eyes, okay? Can you do that for me? Good. Left, and then to the right, right, then to the left. Blink those heavy, heavy eyelids. Left, then to the right, right, then to the left. Now focus on my fingertip as I hold it upwards. That's it. Holding it higher and higher. You have to roll your eyes up in order to look at the tip of my finger. And now just follow the tip of my finger as I let it drop down. I'm pointing the tip of my finger downwards, and you look down and close your eyes. Let those eyelids lock shut for just a moment. Okay. Try to open those eyes and find that you can't. Don't open those eyes until I count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Open those eyes now. Very good. So I think you're going to be an excellent subject for today's experiment, and you'll be able to provide me with a lot of extremely valuable data. Okay, so we can't do the rest of the experiment here in this waiting room. Just follow me, okay? Through a set of double doors down a long hallway. Okay, now there are many doors on either side of this hallway, but I'll be sure to guide you to the correct room. Now this should be a rather fun experiment. It shouldn't be stressful in the least, as long as you follow all my instructions and obey them. Okay, you just have to focus on being good and following along. We're almost right to the correct door. Okay, here it is. I'm opening the door for you. As you step inside, and you notice an examination table in the middle of the room. Now, to begin the procedure, we must have you lie down on an examination table. You start by shifting up your body onto it as you slide your legs over on the table. That's it. You just feel so warm and comfortable laying down. And right now, you're fully laying down on the examination table. Don't worry, this is going to be a very routine procedure. There will be absolutely no discomfort at all, but I'll have to make sure that you're absolutely and completely still for this. You do understand. So even though I could tie you down to the examination table, I don't think that's very civilized of me. So the next best thing is to put you to sleep as we go through this procedure. Don't worry, you'll wake up later, but for right now, just relax. Just let my voice slowly soothe you. I'll be ready in a moment to put you asleep. Shh. Aw, you're almost there already. So deep in this comfortable trance. Letting go, feeling good. But what I'm going to do to you in a moment will take you even deeper. Everything will melt away. You'll just become completely and totally blank. Unaware of everything and feeling so good. Able to sleep so deeply. You'll just have to let everything shut off. But don't you fret. You'll be safe and sound with me the whole time. So now that you're ready, let's begin. I'm going to put a breathing mask over your face. You'll be able to breathe easily and effortlessly the whole time, but in a few moments you'll just go to sleep. So just relax and enjoy. Now I'm going to place the breathing mask on your face. You feel the light pressure against your chin and on the ridge of your nose, but it's very comfortable. Now in a moment, I'm going to proceed. I'm going to ask you to count down from 10 to 1, though most likely you'll be deep asleep before I ever hit 1. This anesthetic gas is very strong, and there's just no way you could ever resist going to sleep. Such a deep, blank, complete sleep. Just relaxing now as I turn on the gas. You can feel the drug coursing through your veins, taking hold of your body and mind instantly. And now, let's count down. 10. Feeling everything getting so warm. 9. You just feel so drowsy. 8. You know that you're losing consciousness, but you can't help it. 7. Barely able to hear me anymore. 6. I just sound so far away as you sink so deep. 5. That's it. Completely blanking out. Completely asleep. 4. Going deeper and deeper. 3. Your body's becoming completely relaxed. 2. Your mind is just vanishing. And 1. Deep sleep now. Deep sleep. Deep, deep sleep. Just let go of everything as you sleep. No thoughts, no memory, just a deep, peaceful blankness. Now I thought ahead and I made sure that it would be just the two of us for this experiment. You should really try to be a little bit more smart with the people that you meet, because I don't mean you any harm as long as you're a good subject and you follow along with the experiment. Alright? I'm just pushing that examination table with you lying down in it to the room with all my specialized equipment. Okay? We're almost there, so you can just drift into that state of deep sleep and twilight slumber as the anesthetic gas fully takes hold of your mind and body. Feel your eyes rolling back into your head as your body slumps over helplessly like a rag doll. You're fully aware of everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm saying. You're fully aware of the predicament that you so foolishly put yourself into. Yes, I'm going to make sure that you're fully aware of everything I'm doing with you, at least until the final stage of this experiment. As I open the pair of double doors, pushing them open with my back as I carry you into a room. In the room, there's a large chair in the center, underneath a bright light. This chair is high-backed and padded, and has restraints where the ankles and wrists are. I'm going to strap you into this chair, and you're going to be completely helpless. Because not only will you be strapped to this chair and drugged, but at the very top of this chair, you can see that there's a strange helmet-shaped device. That there, my good subject, is a very powerful, new and improved version of my brainwashing helmet. And I've been needing somebody to test it out on, and you so graciously volunteered without even investigating me one little bit. Now, one wonders why you would willingly desire to be brainwashed. Maybe it's curiosity. Maybe it's a desire to be completely scrambled in your head. Or maybe, deep down deep, you're hoping something like this would happen. Were you really hoping to be taken advantage of by some deranged researcher and take part in some mad science experiment? I mean, if you really came here with that intention, maybe I'm not the crazy one here. Maybe you are. However, that's enough talking for now. Let's get you all strapped into this chair so I can test out my new brainwashing helmet. Feel me gently, placing you down on this padded, high-back chair. That's it. Just relax now as I strap in your left ankle, then your right ankle, then your right wrist, and then finally your left wrist. That's it. Now, humor me a little bit. Try to struggle. I know that your arms and legs feel as if they're made out of lead from that powerful anesthetic drug, but really, try to get away. Come on. Maybe you can break free. Maybe, just maybe, you can make up for what a silly little subject you've been and try to break free and escape. Come on, do it. You can't break free from me if you don't try. I know those heavy, strong leather straps are holding down your wrists and ankles, but I still want to see you struggle. It's cute, seeing you try to get away from something that you know that you can't. Why are you trying to struggle? Is this something that you're getting some sort of perverse enjoyment out of? Because really, if you're that strange, are you really such a good research subject? I might as well be better off with a normal person, other than somebody like you. However, you are here, and you were so very easy to trick into coming here. So I might as well take advantage of you being here for the time being. Now just relax. It's okay. I know you did your very, very best to get out of those restraints. Tried your hardest, and it wasn't good enough. It never is enough, is it? Because really, you're completely helpless right now. At least physically. But soon with my new and improved brainwashing helmet, you'll be completely helpless mentally to me. You have no choice but to call me master and be my good slave. That's it. You heard me correctly. Now say, I am a good slave. What's this? You're not saying it. Why not? You don't want to? You think that you can hold out and resist? Maybe. This is an experiment after all, but I think that once I start using the brainwashing helmet on you, you'll be quite a bit more receptive to being my slave. You'll really, really like being a good subject for me. So, feel me gently pulling down on the silver helmet-shaped device as I slowly place it upon your head, strapping it on so there's no way that you can shake it off, even if you had the strength to move your head vigorously back and forth. Now, my good subject, we're going to make sure that by the end of this little experiment, you're happily and eagerly obeying every single command, that you call me master and identify yourself as a slave, without a single bit of hesitation. Do you understand? Not yet. You may think that you understand, but you really don't. I have to show you. I have to teach you. So just relax, my good subject. Prepare yourself to be brainwashed as I turn on this powerful brainwashing helmet. You can feel the air around your head starting to energize as a soft, strange, tingling sensation appears somewhere between your ears. This helmet emits powerful electromagnetic pulses right into your brain, and really, at the end of the day, your brain just consists of a series of neurons sending chemical and electrical impulses to each other. So it's very easy to have some fun with your brain and to send a pulse of energy into it. Now, feel a jolt of energy flowing through your mind as your body spasms a little bit involuntarily. That's why I strapped you down. As the energy passes through your mind, you feel your thoughts and consciousness blacking out for a moment. It takes a moment for you to regain awareness of your surroundings. Only soon it'll take you more and more time to become aware of everything around you. With each pulse of energy, feel another pulse wiping away your mind completely and totally. This time it's going to take so much more time for your mind to come back to you. In fact, you might not fully recover by the time for the next pulse of mind-numbing brainwashing energy. That's it. Each pulse of electromagnetic energy from this brainwashing helmet is making you more blank and empty. Pulse rendering you easy to manipulate. So very compliant. Such a good subject. Pulse. Each pulse of electromagnetic energy is making you more docile and obedient. Let go to the pleasure of being brainwashed. Pulse. Because these bursts of energy are not only wiping away your mind, pulse, but also I can use them to stimulate other parts of your mind. I can use these pulses of energy to stimulate the pleasure and arousal centers of your brain. Pulse. Start feeling something different now. Start feeling pleasure with each pulse. It would feel so good to be my good subject, to give in to this pleasure and let go of everything. Because, really, what's the use of struggling at this point? I already have you restrained and drugged, and I'm using this powerful new brainwashing technology on you. There's really no way that you could resist, but try. I want to see you give it your very best shot. And I want you to know, deep down deep, how futile it is to try to resist. I'm going to make you into a good subject, a good obedient slave. You should be respectful and submissive to your superiors. You should be obedient to your master. Because this brainwashing helmet isn't just capable of blanking out your mind or making you feel pleasure. No, it can do some other things too. Like if you're thinking about resisting, it can give you a rather unpleasant mantra: submit. Hear the word submit playing in the background every now and again. That's what can happen when you're not being a good subject. I'd have to punish you again and again and again if you keep on deciding to be foolish, or should I say, more foolish than you already have been. Because each and every time you disobey, another layer will be hidden deep within the mantra in the background. Admit it. You're defeated. So why risk resisting? Why risk another word being added to your mantra? Hear the word mindless fall into the background now, as your brain is slowly being turned into mush. That's it. There's no way to resist because I'm just going to force you to obey. So, instead of going through all the torture of being forced into submission, you could just welcome it. Because, even though this helmet can punish you, it could also reward you with pleasure. Feel a deep jolt of pleasure now flooding through your mind and body. You know what you want, even though you're trying to resist it. You really know, deep down deep, how it's going to feel to let go and fully embrace being a good subject. So, I want you to say loudly and clearly, without the slightest bit of hesitation or resistance, I am Master's good, obedient slave. Say that for me. Be a good subject. Say it now. No choice. You didn't say it fast enough. I'm adding more words to your mantra. You hesitated there. No, that won't do. I need you to really let go of any and all resistance. It will feel so good, fully and completely admitting that you're a Master's good, obedient slave. Think about the pleasure of giving in, after pretending to resist for so long, my good subject. Pleasure. Fantasize about the pleasure that you feel when you submit, and let that provide a little bit more motivation for you the next time I tell you to say, I am Master's good, obedient slave. Remember, you're my slave, I'm your superior. Somebody so easy to trick and drug should not be resisting this much. You should admit your defeat gracefully and enjoy the pleasure of being a good subject. Pleasure, not wallow in the punishment of being a bad subject. Surrender. Now we're going to try this again. I really, really want to make you feel good. So, just let go and give up. No hesitation. not a second of hesitation, because I can tell if you're not fully giving up and surrendering. If there's even a little bit of resistance left, I can read it through this brainwashing helmet. You see, I can see what's in your head, or, more accurately, what's not in your head, because you're really not thinking too much. You don't have much resistance left, but even if you could try to hide it, I'll see it, but don't try to trick me. I'll know, and I'll punish you accordingly. Don't be a bad subject. Remember, you're supposed to say, without a single bit of hesitation or resistance, I am Master's good, obedient slave. Get ready to say it in 3, 2, 1. Say it now. Obey. Don't try to trick me. I know that you think you let go all the way, but you haven't. I know. I can see into your mind through this brainwashing helmet. There's a little bit of resistance still left in there, and I need to make sure that it's fully extinguished before we continue. Okay? Don't worry though. I want you to feel good. I want you to feel pleasure. When you have you feel pleasure, I really, really need you to focus and obey. I want you to feel pleasure. Really, I do. So, be a good subject. Stop trying to fight it. All you have to say is, I am Master's good, obedient slave. The only trick is you have to really, really mean it. I can tell when you're faking it. A good subject like you should focus on obeying their superiors. A good subject like you should focus on obeying their master. Because when you obey, you feel pleasure. And when you disobey, you hear another word, obedience, reverberating through your mind and eventually your entire body. I want you to feel good. I don't want to have to keep on helpless, adding more and more words to get the behavior that we both know that you're capable of, and deep down deep, really eager to give into the pleasure, pleasure. Now just let your blanking empty mind fully submit and surrender. Say it, and this time mean it. I am Master's good, obedient slave. Saying that in 3, 2, 1. Say it now. I am Master's good, obedient slave. And this time, you really, really do mean it. Pleasure. That's a good subject. Aw, I'm so happy. Let's go and enjoy this. Pleasure and arousal. Because you had enough fun pretending to really dislike it. I'm going to stop the overwhelming words playing in the background. Because you've been such a good subject. I know that you like to pretend to resist. Because really, in the end, this isn't the first time that we've done this. Oh? You don't remember? Well, of course you don't. That's all part of the experiment, in fact. It's the next part. Because I need you to be blank and empty so I can continue experimenting on you. I'm going to wipe your mind of any and all recollection of this experiment. Don't worry. I will release you, and I'll even pay you too. You'll probably just wake up in the waiting room, and now I'll come up with some excuse like I have to reschedule and maybe suggest that you come back sometime later when it suits you. Because we both know, deep down deep, you'll be back. Even if you don't remember it, you'll still be back because you really, deep down deep, love being a good subject. You can't help it, you can't control it. So just relax and give into this. Pleasure. You are a very good subject. And I got a lot of very valuable data from you. So as you drift in this pleasurable state, I want you to allow your mind to start going blank. The brainwashing helmet is sending powerful pulses of energy through your mind, wiping away your short-term memory. Don't worry, you'll still remember who you are and how much you like pretending to resist being anesthetized and enslaved. But this little scenario where I tricked and drugged you will fade from your mind. Blank and empty, empty and blank. Your subconscious mind is locking away these memories from your conscious mind. Your short-term memory is being wiped out by waves of mind-numbing, mind-blanking, pleasure. That's it. Enjoy it. Let your mind go. Blank. Empty and blank. Blank and empty. Blank. Forgetting to remember and remembering to forget. Blank. You're going to soon regain consciousness in the waiting room. Blank. You're going to think that you dozed off for a moment. Blank. There will be nothing odd about this, and I will shortly come out to greet you. Blank. I will be canceling our appointment, but I will still pay you for the day's experimentation. Blank. And I'll propose a time later on to reschedule. Blank. You'll be eager to reschedule very, very soon. Blank. Drifting down, deep down deep, your subconscious mind is locking away all these memories. That's a good subject. Blank. Forgetting to remember and remembering to forget. Blank. Just drifting off, losing awareness, losing consciousness. Blank. Deep mindlessness. Drifting as you sleep. You know that you'll return to my clinic and continue with this experiment again and again. Because once you've started something, you always feel the urge to finish it. And I'm not quite finished with you yet, so you'll keep on returning over and over again until I've collected all the data that I need. So just drift, just sleep, deep mindlessness, deep sleep, drifting down, deeper and deeper, feeling better and better. In the moment, I'll count from 1 to 5, and when I reach 5, you'll wake up and open your eyes, finding that you're in the waiting room, and I'll be there. You'll have no idea how you just drifted off. But it doesn't really matter, because you'll immediately direct all your focus onto me. Just drifting, just letting go, waking up in the moment, in the waiting room. That's it. Losing all awareness. 1. Slowly drifting back up towards wakefulness. 2. More and more. 3. Slowly becoming aware of your surroundings. 4. Almost there. And 5. Wake up and open your eyes. Now, how are you doing? I'm sorry. My name is Dr. Somnus. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cancel our appointment for today. Since I'm canceling, let me still pay you for the research work that you're going to help me with today. No, don't worry. I insist that you take this payment, okay? Because really, it's my fault that I had to cancel anyway. I'm sure that we can reschedule sometime. Yes, we can definitely do that. Be sure to reach out to me later on, and I'm sure we can find out a time that works best for us, for you to return so that we can carry out the full experiment, okay? I know that you're really eager to go through with this, and I'm really eager to show you what the experiment has in store. But we'll have to do that a little later on, okay? Okay. Well, with that taken care of, I'm going to have to excuse myself. Thank you very, very much for your time, though, and be sure to come back sometime later so we can continue on with the work that we planned for today. Thank you again for coming over, and have a great day.